You and I have known each other a very long time. We've been doing this show for a year, but we've, in this very studio, on my old show, Mike and Mike, one time I remember had a very long conversation about your life, the journey, the path that you took to get from where your life began to where you are today. One of, and I tell people this all the time, one of the happiest people I know in the world is Jalen Rose. You are the mayor of planet Earth, but you weren't always that way. So when you think back on that night of the NBA draft and the way it changed your life, what does that make you think about, and how do you think it makes these young men Thursday night feel?
I just hope, number one, that they enjoy the journey. Also, things are going to change. You go from being somebody that played the game for fun, now this is your job. That changes the dynamic of all of the relationships you have in your life. You go from having friends to having people that are your staff. You're now being put in a position of leadership amongst your friends, amongst your family, and it gives you a chance to change lives. It gets a chance for me to move my family from the city to the suburbs. And so a lot of relationships are going to change, but ultimately it's a dream come true. It's why you put in the work. It's why you make all of the sacrifices. It's why you have the discipline. But now just making it to the league ain't enough. There's the score of the game where you want to maximize your potential. But then there's the game of life where I get a chance to buy my mom a house, where I get a chance to change so many different people's lives with the glory that the NBA brings. So hopefully the NFL prospects get a chance to appreciate this opportunity.
And that, I think, is the message, right, is that there's going to be a lot of conversation on that night about who dropped, who fell, who didn't get picked where they should. Is this a good fit? Is this guy going to be a bust? And rightfully so, because that's the conversation that we have. We analyze this stuff. But for all of these young men, this is a life-changing day, right? This is a moment that they've been waiting their entire lives for, and they will basically divide their lives on some level from everything that happened before Thursday to everything that comes after it.
And also, you get a chance to be amongst the elite. Not many people get an opportunity walking this earth to compete in the NFL, to compete in the NBA, but it's so many people's dreams. So now all of a sudden, you're walking across the stage, you get a chance to enter a pantheon of an opportunity. Now, can you live up to your own expectation? Can you live up to what you really believe that this was going to be? Just think about it like this. When you watch Zion Williamson play basketball in college, he's having an amazing time. When you watch a two-time champion like Kevin Durant play basketball, he seems miserable. Okay? So what's the difference? The difference is now the expectations of everyone else. And how do you manage that? And I think a lot of young people now are a lot more sophisticated than we were. They're a lot smarter. They're more aware. So I think they're better prepared to deal with everything that comes with being a professional.
How well do you remember the night? Beyond the suit, which people point out to you constantly, how well do you remember that night?
I remember that night so very well. But how about this? The night before, I had a bump under my eye. And I promise you, Jerry Krause of the Bulls was calling me because there was a chance that they were going to move Scottie Pippen to Seattle, and I was going to be with Sean Kemp and go to the Bulls. And I'll never forget, I was doctoring this bump with some alcohol under my eye, and I'm talking to a GM of a team, and all I could care about is the bump under my eye. That's probably why they didn't trade me, because he probably didn't get the response that he felt like he was going to get.
It would have changed the NBA history as we know it forever had it not been for a pimple on the face of this man. It's a great story.